Hi Julie Watts here, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be looking at the Sentimentally Yours Fancy Frames collection, and this is my second demo for you. This one is using the rectangle, and there are 4 new fancy frames, all in the Floral Finery ilk. This is, as I said, this is the rectangle. We've also got the square, which there's already a video for you to watch with me doing that, and there's also a circle and a beautiful heart. More videos to come, and the first few videos I'm doing for you are very simple, and they will show you just how beautiful a card you can create just by using the dies as is, really. They do make absolutely stunning cards, and they're very quick and easy to use, and the time is just that you spend doing it really is just doing the die cutting and deciding how many extra flowers you want to put on or any extra embellishments. So as I said, this is your rectangle, and the rectangle comes with the happy birthday sentiments. Just like with the Christmas fancy frames, they've got, as I said, they've got a sentiment, and the frames are in 3 parts. Do not miss out if you want them. You'll find them over on my website juliawattscrafts.co.uk, and also over at honeypotcrafts.co.uk too. The original fancy frames, the festive ones, and the snowflakes, which were a special edition, sold out within a week, really quickly. So don't miss out if you want them. Okay, so as I said, this is the rectangle. Now, just in case you've not seen them, if you just cut out this middle die here, you will get your frame. And obviously, being a rectangle, you can use it landscape or portrait, however you want to. So if you just cut this die out, and I've just done my first few demos, I'm just cutting it out of white. So you get this, and this one does coordinate with the Floral Finery Lacy Tips die set. So if you've not got this already, there's not much stock left at either myself or on Phil's website, so don't miss out. He won't be reordering because he's going to be doing some new flowers at some point. So if you've already got these, brilliant, because you know that they're going to work with the new fancy frames. So as I said, if you cut this die out here, you'll get this. So, and it looks fabulous, landscape or portrait, and you can have either kind of end upwards, however you want it. Fabulous, just beautiful. Now, if you want a mat to go on it, so if you want to cut this out, my advice would be to take your outer die and secure it with some low tack tape onto your card. Then pop this one inside, and it will only go one way, so it's not that way, it's this way. And get it in there with an even edge. There's no need to secure this one. You then take this one, and it will only go in one way, and it's always the other way to the one I put in. So you slot that in, and again, line it up so you've got an even border all the way around, and you secure this inner die. And then obviously this is going to slide around because it's on my mat. Then you remove that, but because you've got those 2 secured with tape, they won't move, and then you run your card through like that, and that will give you this mat. Okay, you can of course just cut that out as is, and you don't need to do any lining up, and then you'll have a solid inside piece. Okay, which is fine. You can do that, absolutely. So it's just another way of using it. But if you want to actually do a full frame, that's the way I suggest. And do remember that all of Phil's dies come on a magnetic storage sheet, so you're good to go straight away. And as I said, this one comes with the happy birthday, which has a backer to it, and your sentiment as well. And obviously you can mix and match the sentiments across whatever sentiments you've got and whatever sentiments are on the other sets as well. So that's how you cut it out. So we are going to stick ours down. It's going to go on there like that. And this is Lavender Meadow card that I'm using. Doesn't it look beautiful? Absolutely stunning. When you put it on that frame, obviously you can use this without the frame. You don't have to use the frame, but once you put it on the frame, it just looks absolutely stunning. So we are going to stick that down with my Sentimentally Yours PVA, which in my opinion is the best. I've just got some in a fine tip glue applicator. I was at the near the bottom, not there's still a lot, this is full, there's still a lot of glue left, so I was near the bottom, so I thought, right, it's about time we brought another glue out. Since July, that's pretty good, isn't it? Now the Lacy tips are a little bit more of a challenge to glue down because they're lacy. So we'll do the flowers first. And this is the time consuming bit. I just said that I haven't shaped any of my flowers yet, but there's not loads to go on top. And I'll show you what I'm going to do with the flowers in a bit. I've got glue on all of them. See, I'm going to have to put some on the tips, otherwise it won't glue. And the foliage design that's used is the whimsy foliage. So you can actually build up your foliage a bit more if you want to. To be honest, I haven't bothered yet. The first 4 videos are really simple, just using the dies as is. And then I'll try and do some more videos where I can combine the die sets and perhaps pimp them up a wee bit. But it's whatever time I've got, really. Quite often it is the case is that I'm still doing videos and sharing videos with you and there's no stock left. Which is good. I'm happy with that, but that must be a bit frustrating for you guys if you can't get what you want. Don't miss out. You're warned. We do tell you. I understand it's hard sometimes, isn't it? It's hard to resist, but then if you haven't got the money, you can't buy them anyway, can you? So we're just gonna get a bit of kitchen roll and just blob off some of the glue so I haven't got some that's going to go everywhere. And I have got quite a bit of glue on the mat as well. And I can see a bit of a glob of glue there, but hopefully I've got flour to cover that up. Right, so let's see if we can get this on the frame. Hold my breath. That's pretty all right. That I'm happy with that. Absolutely beautiful. Let me hold it up to show you. Isn't it lovely? Right, so that's that. I think I'm going to just pop it underneath my MDF sheet as always, and then we're going to go for what's going to go on behind. So I've got the Daisy Cascade 3D embossing folder yet again, and this time what I've done is, we are going on an A5 card, by the way, so you know your sizes. I've used this inner die from the Layered Differently Elegance squares. Oh, sorry. I did so well on my other video. I don't think I touched it once, but never mind. And then the backer die, I've used the largest die in this one, which is the Ornate rectangles from Layered Differently. I like to use those to get two together, and you know that they're going to go on an A5 card in inverted commas because this is only a card front, but it does measure A5. And we are going to go in this orientation. We're going to go landscape. Okay, so when you're embossing your card, do mist both sides with a bit of water, and then your card is less likely to crack. I use the Culture Creations, what's it called? Go Power and Emboss, I think it's called. Anyway, I'm using that one at the moment. It's nearly died because it's been used to death, and I take it to workshops and things. But I use the base plate, and I swap my sandwich, because when I realised that 2 + 3 = 5, I thought, why am I using my 2mm and my 3mm plate instead of using just the 5mm plate that comes with the machine? So it's the base plate, which is the A plate, then it's the folder with the card in it, which has been misted with water, and then it's the 5mm plate, which is your B plate. So that's what I use on the Go Power. Now let's get this in place. I can hear my cat whinging. He was in here because he was frightened in here by a woman that came to read the gas meter or check the gas meter. Although why she needs to check the gas meter when it's a smart meter is beyond me. But hey ho. Right, I'm going to put this underneath my MDF sheet as well, and then we can look at the flowers while this is flattening down and gluing. Okay, so that's going to go there. I've got that under there as well. Okie dokie, so Lacy tips. So the flowers I've used, which ones did I use? This one's, did I use one of these? No, I didn't use one of those. That's a bit big. Although once it's shaped, it won't really matter. You can put whatever size you want to. And yeah, they are 6mm, the 6 petal flowers, not 6mm. So did I go for that one or did I go for that one? Let me have a look. Don't know which one I went for. Yes, I did. I went for that one, which is going to be offset, and then I've taken the next smallest one, which is actually the smallest of the 6, because they're not as small as the 4, because it's just too much detail to go even smaller with that one. So then I'm going to then offset that and have that one on top, but that one marries with these smaller ones as well, and then these I'm leaving blank. It'll all be explained properly when I come to stick them on my frame. So, but we need to give these some shape. I've got my mat. So I think all I'm going to do with these is just shape them with my finger, so they won't have a load of shape. And then we've got the little tiny white one as well. So as I said, I'm doing one video with each of the frames, really simple, not rocket science, and then I'll start playing with them a little bit more. You do find that when you have a die set or a stamp set, the more you play with it, the more your ideas come. So don't expect straight away to be able to, well, my brain won't cope with doing complicated straight away. So not that any of it's complicated, of course. So, you know, you just ease yourself into it. And like I said, the dies are they just do the work for you. So you don't need to be clever. It's just what card you use or what papers you use to back it, or what embossing folders you put with it, whatever you put with it, and of course what embellishment dies you might use too. Right, I've got 2 more, I think, so there's not loads of flowers, and the only ones we're stacking up are the larger of the Lavender Meadow with the white one. So he's scraping on my door now. But if I let him in, he'll meow and he'll want to go straight back out again, because he doesn't like closed doors. can hear him. Can you hear him? Yeah. He's hard done by, isn't he? I'll see to him in a minute. It's not feeding time, so he's not being neglected. He's just being extra needy. Right, so you're going to just offset these here. And we're going to pop. Get in there. I want you to be offset in the right place, because you're a 6 and you have to behave yourself. There we go. That told him. Right. Then we're going to offset that slightly. And give it a push. These are all fine as they are for a minute. Not going to put the pearls on just yet. And then we're going to just do our happy birthday. So we've got our backer in Lavender Meadow. And then we've got the happy birthday. And the quickest way of doing it is to do your scribble of your PVA. And do a dip. Give it a bit of a shimmy. You've got that curly bit on the end. Phil's signature curly bit. I just suddenly thought about his hair that he twiddles with. There we go. That sits really nicely on there. So we just clean that up. Oh, I need to refill this. And then we'll construct, because they are as simple as that to put together. Really quick. Just a case of deciding how many flowers you want to go with. Right, so let's get our bits and pieces from underneath here. So let's pop this down first of all. Obviously you can edge it with glitter if you want to, but you know, I'm not that glittery me. I need some more foam tape. Let's just grab some. Stuck to me. And across the middle. So obviously if you wanted to batch make, or if you were making cards to sell, you can charge a premium. Anything that's got a die cut on, really, you can charge a premium for. And I know that some of you do manage to sell your cards. I don't know how you manage it, because I don't sell many cards at all. But you can easily create these, and they are going to be showstoppers. People are going to see them and they're going to think, wow. I did manage to, because I did have some of my Christmas ones here. I don't think I sent those to the studio. And I did manage to sell all those, but I didn't make many. So this is going to go on an A5. Okay. I've got some hairy bits there. Let me get rid of those. Just from the die cutting. Should have done that before, shouldn't I? A bit late now. Okay. And then we're going to pop our frame on. And you need to just decide which way round you want it to be. I think I'll have this bit at the bottom. And it should be wide enough for me to get some foam tape in. You have to just watch where the flowers dip down. So you have to have a gap there. Bill's made that frame there a bit narrow. You can get a bit around there. Just a bit here. I'm not worried about that up there. It's not big enough gap to worry about. Can you hear him? A bit of Prit, just so we can move it if we need to. So we can get it straight. Beautiful. Looks straight to me, but I'll just have a quick gander. Can't really tell though. Solid line there. Yeah. That looks good to me. And then we'll raise up the happy birthday as well. If we can get another one there. Just about. We'll put a little bit on the blobby bit. That's not going anywhere, is it? So you can see that if we had the orientation there, you might want to figure out where you want to put it. But if you have if it's landscape, it's easy. No worries. Right, so let's get the flowers on now. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's where they're going. So this time I'm going to actually put glue on here instead. So I'm just going to leave that one and that one as is. So this one is the biggest one, so I'm just offsetting the purple so it's sitting there, so it looks like the bottom layer is actually white. Oh, what happened there? How long's that been there? I don't know how long that's been there. I do apologise. I don't know when I hit that. I'll have to check that. I hope it's not been there all the time. You won't be able to see what I'm doing. So I will check it. Not all I can do if it's there though, isn't it? So yeah, so now you can see we've got that offsetting now on there. And then we're going to add a small purple one to the centre of this one, like so. And a small purple one to the centre of this one. I may well come in and add another one actually, because I do have another 2 cut. And then we go around here. And one more here. Pretty. Do I want to add an extra? I do quite like just the white there, but I have got an extra couple. Let me just have a look. Yes, I think we are going to put them on. It's quite handy, isn't it, though? I've actually got an extra couple cut. I must have thought when I prepped it, oh, I wonder if I want to do that. Because although these actual are smaller than the white ones next to them, because they're a little bit shaped, they do still fit quite nicely. So we're going to have that one there. I'm just using the embossing tool to get that glue to stick. And I've got one around here. Aren't they pretty, these dies? They're so lovely. We've actually had these since before Christmas, but they were delayed getting out of the factory. So now we're going to add some pearls just to finish off. So I'm just going to use porcelain white, and you'll find these over at Honey Pot Crafts. And we are going to go for 5mm. Let's get rid of these 10s. Not 10s, 5s. Where's my jobby? There's my jobby. Get rid of that, and then we can give these a bit of a shake, and then we'll get them all turning up the right way. But we will put an 8mm in each corner, because we've got the dies that have given us a corner. Normally I put my pearls on first, but I decided not to this time. I'll do the glue for the bigger ones in a minute. So 5mm pearls. Let's flatten that out a bit. Obviously, like, move it in a bit. Faff, 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 faff. In there. I think you're going to use these dies an awful lot. You're going to love them. What's not to love though? They're just lovely. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. And all you need is a couple of different colours of cardstock. And you could even do white on white. White on white's lovely, but it's just very hard to see on the camera. And then we just add, to finish off, we just add an 8mm pearl in each corner. So like I say, I apologise for hitting that key. I think we're all right. I don't think it. I think I'd probably swiped my hand across my screen, because some people have complained that they can't hear me, so I've moved my iPad closer to my desk, which means that it's more room for me making a mess, really. So we want some 8s now. This corner slot is really useful on this die, or these dies. Your rectangles from the layered differently. Your pick-up tools are essential if you're playing with pearls or gems. They make life a lot easier. I can imagine Phil, when he sees this, he'll say, well, that's lovely, but it will look nicer with some glitter on. There we go. Finished. Absolutely stunning, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Hope you found it useful. Do like and subscribe on my YouTube channel if you're not already, and then you'll catch the other videos that there are with this new collection and other collections beforehand. As a reminder, you'll find the products over on my website, juliawattscrafts.co.uk, and also over at Honeypot Crafts as well. Thank you for watching.